And welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Stocks. Today we are going to talk about another EV stock. But before we get started, can I please ask you guys to smash that like button as well as press that amazing subscribe button. It does go a long way in supporting the channel. I do thank every single one of the 834 subscribers that I do have. You guys are freaking amazing. But let's get started on this stock so we don't make this too freaking long. The stock that I do want to talk about is XPENG. XPENG. Currently going for $46.38. Now, if you do remember, this is also a Chinese EV company. Now, it did come over from China, just like NIO did, and eventually, I think it was running for like, how much was it running for? Like $20 or something like that. It was running for like around $20, way under what NIO was going for. And all of a sudden, XPENG just took off and it's been expanding like crazy. At one point, it's been up to $72. So that is freaking amazing. That is 248% towards the upside. Now, why am I talking about XPENG? Now, there is one huge news about XPENG. You know, they've been coming out with their SUVs. Obviously, everything is electrical, and they have been doing great stuff out there. Now, the G3, as you can see right here, this smart SUV currently going for, if you get the G3 520i, it's going for around 162,800 yen. And if you look at the 162, let me just change that to 8. It's currently going for around 25,000 US dollars. Now, we don't see any SUVs that are going for that cheap, right? We have Tesla, which you know, the Tesla that's going for around $40,000. This is going for $15,000 less. Now, it's barking up the Tesla tree, right? Tesla is there is other companies gunning for Tesla, and it's incredible the amount of things that XPENG is currently doing. It has the X Pilot, it has longest range compact SUV, smart OS and car intelligence system, and then it has dynamic embodies energy, etc, etc, etc. Now, there is one thing that we need to exactly talk about, and that's the XPENG G3 soon will be delivered to the first customers in Norway. That is huge news, because Norway has been trying, or not really trying, but is one of the biggest EV countries. You know, is trying to create everything and make everything more economically friendly and environmental friendly. So that is super important to see, especially that it's in Europe, and there's really no big European EV company out there as of yet. Norway does have quite a bit of Tesla cars over there, but look at 100 units sent from China in late September. Well, let's just look into this a little bit more. XPENG Motors is starting its expansion into Europe with Norway, and the first batch of customer cars recently arrived, right? So as we can see in the image, multiple XPENG G3s will be sent to various cities. We guess that those are the first out of 100 units sent from China in late September. So far, the registration stats include 2 new units in December and 5 total year to date, right? So they haven't been really pushing the expansion, but currently they have been trying to push more and more of it. XPENG Motors is doing a lot to successfully launch the G3 and probably later also the P7 in Europe. The company been even asked Jorn Nyland to officially present the car. So that is pretty freaking amazing. The XPENG cars are highly inspired by Tesla's EVs. Time will tell how well they will be received in Europe. The base price is, you know, around $40,000. So I don't know which car this one is, but this one's currently going for 160. is it? Give me 1 second, guys. 162,000 yen, which is $25,000. XPENG will enter the nations. XPENG will enter more nations in Europe, but will spend the next 12 months deciding where to go next and laying the groundwork for sales, President and Vice Chairman Brian Gu said in an interview. Now, if you look at the rise of electric vehicles in Norway, through a combination of advanced research, financial incentives, and public awareness campaigns, the breakthrough has been made. There are around 70,000 EVs on the road in Norway, and 20% of the new vehicles are fully electric. They are trying to keep increasing the amount of electric vehicles that they have in Norway. They don't have much EV vehicles. 70,000 isn't much for Norway. I mean, Norway is not that big either way, but they do have quite a bit of charging stations up there that could definitely help in the move from the regular ICE cars to electric vehicle cars, just like this XPENG one. What I do want to say is that XPENG has been able to push themselves to to other markets, to other countries better and faster than NIO has. And NIO currently going for $46 as of today, but NIO is kind of considering themselves as a more of a luxurious car, and they don't want to rush their way into other markets quite yet. They want to think about it a little bit more. Both companies backed by the Chinese government. That is pretty amazing, right? So Tesla definitely has its money and its work cut out for it, because there is more and more of these cars being produced faster. Obviously they're a little bit cheaper, so definitely look into this stock. Now, do I say that $46 is a little bit expensive? I mean, Tesla at one time was at $46, right? I think there is going to be some sort of correction. Obviously, as we saw right here, when it was at $72, it was at its highest point, 52 week high, as you can see right here, $74, and then it just completely dropped, and that drop is more than 35.74%. Don't be alarmed. Just be careful when you do invest. If it does drop a little bit lower than $40, I say invest in it. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so do not take my words as advice. Go do your own research. But this doesn't have much of a downside, so be careful. Like in this whole 5 days, it doesn't have a number lower than 40. In 1 month, I think, no, it doesn't have a number lower than 40. I think only in the 6 months chart, right? Back in, let's say November 13th, it's the closest they reached to $40, right? I don't think this is going to go lower than $40, and it's only going to go towards the upside from there. But if it does, for some odd reason, goes under $40, I say jump into it as soon as you can, because that could give you huge rewards. As you can see right here, this is $42 right here, and then if you count from then till now, that's more than 10% towards the upside. If you're able to catch this little wave right here, go ahead and sell to the all the way to the top, because there's always going to be some kind of correction, especially now that every country and every state, say for example in the United States, they are trying to go EV and more environmental friendly. More and more of these electric vehicle companies are going to be in the lookout. Electric vehicle in general, companies like that are hot, especially that sector, because everyone wants in. So please be careful. This doesn't have too much of a volatility, but it is kind of expensive right now. So just wait until it drops just a little bit, and then go ahead and jump back into it. So Norway doing amazing things right now, getting more and more of those vehicles. Currently they are going for $25,000. So that is definitely something that Tesla is going to have to look into and maybe cut their prices. Tesla is also trying to reach that $25,000 car, but until then, these companies right here are kind of jumping on that. Anyways, that was today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, as well as press the amazing subscribe button. I do thank every single one of you guys, and keep getting that money, and don't be sad when you lose a little bit of money in the stock market. Just stick to it and don't sell out because of panic. All right, so I will see you guys next time on Coffee and Stock.